Hi friends, welcome back, and in this video we are going to see one more example to understand observable object more clearly. So let's get started. I will create a new project. Let's name your project Observable Object Demo. Make sure Swift language is selected and SwiftUI is the user interface. Let's save it on desktop. Okay, let me click resume. So before we get started, I am using Xcode 11.5. So yeah, so sometimes this doesn't get loaded perfectly, it takes time. So let's start. And what we are going to do here is, in our last example we have seen how to use observable object, but there we have just assumed that we are getting data from the API in our model class and we were just updating the data. But in this example what we are going to do is we are creating one button here. On click of that button we are going to update the value on our view. Means we are, once the button is clicked, we will send one new value to our model, that is our class which is responsible for saving the data, and from that, if that class once get updated, we will send that data back to our main view. So this way we will just complete a complete flow where user is performing some action to download the data is getting saved, and once that data is getting updated, we are updating our view. So let's assume, so to understand this I will take one example of suppose you have a collection of fruits, and once you click any button, you download the one new fruit and you update your collection of fruit, and then you display the count of your collection on the main screen. So what I will do is, first I will create a new class and I will name it as fruit collection, and let's import SwiftUI and also import combine, since we want to use this reactive framework for publishing and subscribing the data. So first I will create a class and I will name it as fruit collection, like we have created in our last example. Make sure you name the class and file same, it's a good practice. Then inside this I will have only one property, just for understanding the concept, collection count or fruit collection count, and since it is an integer I will assign it to 0. Then we want to display that in our main class, so first we need to create an instance of our fruit collection class. So and we have to display the count, so I will say here fruit collection is object fruit collection. Okay, and we want to display that here on our main screen, so I will say here current count equals to string interpolation. So let write here with self dot fruit collection object dot count. What is the variable name? Is fruit collection count. Okay, let's run it and just make sure that everything is working fine. So we also need to add a button here which will download the data. So currently the count is 0, so we have to create a button. Let's name the button as download fruits, and inside this what we are going to do is we are just going to increase the count of our count property inside our class. So let's increase it by 1. So what we are doing here is, okay, so we are getting the error that what we are doing is we are returning more than 2 views to our body, which is not possible. So to return more than 1 views, we need to put everything inside vstack. Okay, so now let's run it again. Now what we are doing here is, once we click on this button, we are going to update the data, and this will update the property inside our fruit collection class, and then that value should get reflected on our main view. So to reflect that, what we have to do, we need to first use the observable. We have to confirm our class as an observable object, and the property which you are going to display, or which you want to be observed, means which is going to be changed, we have to publish as soon as this value gets changed. And since it is published, we have to subscribe also, so that we will come to know that that property has got changed, and we have to use it. So for that, observed object, here we have used observable, then the property which is going to change as it is publishing the values, and here it is getting those values which are published, and we will update the view here. Okay, let me click resume. Let's hope it will work on our. Okay, so let me add some padding here, which will add some spacing to our all the views inside vstack. Okay, let me click resume, and let me run it. So if I click here, you can see it is updating the values, and let me just add padding here. Okay, so you can see that once I click on download fruits button, it is updating our count value, and this value is getting saved inside this fruit collection. And since this class is confirming to observable object, and we are publishing the new values, our view also checking for the new values here, since it is subscribed, and it is updating the value on our view. So this is the complete flow where you can download the data here from the API. You can update your collections, and that updated value is also getting displayed on your view. So this is one example. You can follow this example for all your own project, in your own project, to download the data from a server and reflecting it on the view. So hope you like this example, and if you have any comments or any suggestions, let me know in the comment section. Thank you.